Warning. Some viewers may find the following video offensive. Viewer discretion is advised.
Elite FPL, baby!
Warning. Some viewers may find the following video offensive. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the latest Elite FPL live stream with myself, Stephen, and Jason. He's about to swipe his microphone. Is it all ready, Jace? No. Yeah, we're just going to talk about tonight's games. We're going to be about an hour or whatever. But
hello, I'm here now.
I've got some bad news for you, Jason. Well, good news for you, bad news for me.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean, bad news for you, good news for me?
Well, do you want to hear it?
Go on then.
It doesn't look like Haaland's playing tomorrow.
By who? Who's by what account?
And in the a genuine, credible source who's in the know.
Not playing or not starting. There's a big difference. So
well,
if he's on the bench, he's going to come on and he's
There's
gone.
no direct answer to that. It's just that
if he's on the bench, he's coming on.
He's not in the squad, but that all that's being said is you better look at who your vice captains are. So I've already looked, and mine's on Saka. Fucking brilliant.
Why is it on Saka for?
Unbe-fucking leadable.
Why is it on Saka? Was it just a you just?
I just didn't think Salah was going to do much today, so I just thought, you know what? I think the Aston Villa game's going to be high scoring. Saka's normally pretty good in these big games, and well, it doesn't really matter now. So yeah, you've got Salah vice captain if Haaland doesn't play. It's only just come out in the last 20 minutes, Jace.
If that's true, then that's ridiculous luck. Like, that's just ridiculous luck. And it's not just going to be me that's going to have Salah as vice captain.
It's majority.
Like, it's a majority of people out there.
Apart from me and John Harris.
Well, that's a first bit of good news about today then, if that's the case, because what a shit show that was earlier on, watching that. I was on Twitter and I was like getting clips of what was going on, and I was following the game. And
Man United for
listening to Mark Goldbridge at the same time. It was just just same shit. It's just anyway, it's a transfer of Cunha worked out. Okay. Obviously Alvarez hasn't played yet, So with the news about Haaland, I wonder if Alvarez is going to play striker and going to punish me now. That'll be interesting.
And where did you see this information, Mike Ramsey? Because I've read absolutely nothing whatsoever regarding he didn't meet up with the squad. All I've seen is an in the know saying that who is the vice captain, and people are just putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 50. That's all we've seen at the moment. So, like I say, I'm just assuming he just isn't going to be playing. But if he hasn't travelled or anything, it is just, for me, it just feels like a kick in the fucking bollocks, to be honest with you. And it gets on my fucking nerves when you feel, this could be a really good game week.
We're both down in the shit sewers together, Steve-o. It's just...
Well, you with the Man United game, especially. That's just appalling.
Yeah.
And I mean appalling. You know, I was listening to Mark Goldbridge during the Arsenal-Aston Villa game, and he didn't want to talk about it, but he had to talk about it because everybody was asking questions about it.
Yeah, and it'll be the same on TalkSport when he's got people calling him up about it tonight. So, you know, ultimately, it's one of those where, you know, half the fan base are calling for Ten Hag to now leave or something like that. It's ridiculous. Other half are calling out the players, but realistically, it's like I've always said, it's a combination of a lot of factors, and yeah, shit, really shit. And I mean, I'm still glad I got Garnacho in because I still thought that he was a nice. He was still one of the most energetic players in the team, trying his best. But you know, when you've got, you know, arguably six or seven other players in the team that are not pulling their weight, then it's hard to raise the whole team up, isn't it? I thought Anthony played really well today. Garnacho, Anthony. I thought Haaland did a good job when he came on. Luke Shaw for me got a few criticisms, but I thought he did all right. But ultimately, Onana's made decision making again. Onana's decision making's gone under scrutiny. I don't think you can directly point the finger of blame on Onana, but I don't think he does himself much good because the way he kind of comes out and he's feet first and he's flapping around with the ball. I don't know. I think there's going to be lots of United players that are going to get put under the microscope again. But again, I don't want to talk about United. United are a joke. We know they're a joke. They've been a joke for months and months and months, years now. So let's just move on and talk about the amazing Aston Villa, who I sat down and watched Aston Villa, and I was just like, I enjoy watching Aston Villa. It's good, you know. And Arsenal, it was a good game. Arsenal gave them a good game today, and what can I say other than they deserved? I thought Villa deserved the win. Emi Martinez, again, touch of class, good goalkeeper. Made some great saves. They've got to be title contenders, like at the moment, right? They've got to be classed as title contenders, depending on what City do tomorrow. I mean, they're 5 points above City. Arsenal are 6 points above City. Liverpool are 7 points above City. This is brilliant. This is like an amazing situation for the Premier League right now, because it's just wide open. It's just absolutely wide open. And we talk about United as if they are, you know, falling off of the earth, but they're only 3 points behind fourth. Okay, City's got to play, but they're not a million miles out of the equation of finishing top 4. They're not exactly a million. Obviously, performance wise they are, but point wise they're not. And Newcastle, Brighton, West Ham, they're all around that area. It's amazing. It's an amazing open season where you've got 11 points separating 8th place and 1st place, which is really nice. It's really nice from a competition point of view. So, bloody hell, it's windy, isn't it? Windy around where you are.
Yeah, it's great. I loved it.
You love the wind? You love the
I
wind,
love working
Stephen?
in horrific conditions. It's amazing.
Oh, right. Cool. Yeah. Well, United are done. Yeah, I don't think they're done. I just think they're just in need of a massive culture overhaul. I think we need to get rid of players. We need to get rid of players. Simple as. There's no beating around the bush. Right. Yeah, should we just go through the results then, Steve-O, and just talk about what happened today? Give our opinions and all that jazz. Oh, bloody hell, right.
I just want to clarify all this Haaland news. So basically, with B-Ball Checkmate saying, is it valid that Haaland hasn't travelled? I don't see many sites writing about it. They won't do. These are all people in the know. These are cunts that have ruined, in my opinion, FPL in a way. They're a bunch of arseholes that are just desperate for clickbait, and they get it, and people then start following them, and they're just doing it because they want followers.
Clout.
Sorry?
Clout, isn't it? Clout chasing.
It is clout, yeah. And
yeah.
True, whether it's true or whatever, I just find it like, I don't know, I just find it sad that like people tune in to deadline streams because it's entitled, will this player start? Tune in and find out. And it's like, well, you may as well tune in to the last 5 minutes. The person ain't going to know until 5 or 10 minutes before the hour of the hour that's the deadline itself. So everybody tunes in at 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. So they get all these people following for this poxy news about whether a certain player starts, and they get it 5 minutes before the deadline. Brilliant. And all this team news stuff and everything. It's, like I say, I just find it, I don't know. I just can't stand it.
What it is there's a culture, and it's not just in football, it's just in life. You need to know now. You need to have information now. You need to, and from an FPL point of view, it's all about getting an advantage over your mini league rivals. So finding out that a major asset is or isn't starting early before the deadline can be a major advantage, and certainly there's no advantage from finding out now that Haaland hasn't travelled with the squad, other than it's just going to put some people in a bad mood because they've not got it's maybe it ruined someone's evening knowing that. Our boy says don't know until team sheets come out tomorrow.
Yeah, but this is the point. This is what I'm trying to say. These people in the know, they work with the football teams. They're not some random bloke called Jason or Steve-O that are just going, oh yeah, I'm just going to write this. No, these are legitimate in the knows that pretty much sit next to Haaland and Pep Guardiola and everybody every single day of their lives.
And they think that, well, no, you never get, and they're probably like this at their iPad or their phone, and they're like, oh, this is going to go down like a lead balloon with the FPL community. You wait until I tweet this out. The
thing is, like, if the news isn't right, then what will happen is that the person who announces it gets a load of shit, and then they go, right, I'm going to block everybody, which is fair enough for giving them shit. Then they lose all their followers, and they can't do it. They're not allowed to do it. And this is what me and Jason discuss a billion times.
Mike Ramsey saying, I will go and watch another stream then. Go on. If you want, go on. But mate, we don't give a fuck if you don't like our attitude about in the nose. Go and watch
You
someone
can have
else.
an opinion, but there's no point in slagging us off by saying we're here to watch FPL.
We're talking about FPL. We're talking about FPL. It all comes in. It all comes into the thing, you know. Can't have an opinion on here.
But anyway, yeah.
Mike. No,
the point being
absolutely
is that,
not allowed an opinion.
The point being is that this is what social media has become. People have become robots and slaves to the system, where they will release information to get more and more and more followers. This is what they do. Hence why certain individuals who I've noticed have changed their behaviors on YouTube to fit an algorithm perfectly to get more followers and subscribers. It's a conversation I cannot be fucked to talk about, to be honest with you. It does my head in.
Well, it's going to be the driving narrative. Like, it's going to be the conversation topic now in forums and in Discords and on Twitter and things like that about Haaland maybe not travelling. I mean, it's the news is from an account that supposedly knows or is close to Haaland. So, but again, nothing is guaranteed. So my advice is to switch off from the noise and enjoy your evening.
And you take the very first day this season with the Saliba news, and what was it, Andy? He changed his defender from Gabriel to Saliba. Then all that traction went across every other deadline stream because they're all watching him. So all of them, you all think that they're all doing this on their own. No. They're all watching Andy. They're all listening into Andy. So then once he gets the news, it's right, shit. Have you seen this? Andy's changed Saliba. What's he done that for? It's the same with the people that follow the football team players, the actual Premier League players. Now, admittedly, this is...
Yeah, but you don't know what they've done until the game updates. But
No, this is what I'm going to say. So, fortunately, we don't know the information until the game update. So, when people see like the likes of Calvin Phillips as an example or whatever, not playing Haaland or captaining a different player other than Haaland or whatever, it's pretty obvious that, that person isn't playing. I think it was last week when no one knew that a certain player was injured, but their teammate had benched them, and everybody's like, why would he bench him for? And surprise, that player wasn't even in the squad. It's just things like that. So, yeah, it's... I don't even know where I'm going with this now. I'm bored already talking about it.
Yeah, let's just move on. Let's just move on from this. Right. Congratulations if your vice captain.
Oh, don't worry, Mike's still here because he's desperate for the attention. We've given a name check. Check out Mike Ramsey on social media because he's desperate to get attention. Well done, Mike Ramsey, Gordon Ramsay's brother. Hello, Mike. You've decided that you're going to watch another streamer, but no other streamers do FPL at night time because they don't do anything reacting to the FPL world. They only do it the build up so you can copy them. And you've chosen to waste your life watching this shit.
You definitely are wasting your life watching this shit, mate. You're definitely wasting your life watching this shit. You should be doing something much more constructive with your time. Let's just react to the events that unfolded. Give me your thoughts, Steve-O. Earlier today, seems like a million years ago now, Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 2-1 at the lunchtime kickoff with Mohamed Salah being involved in a goal and an assist in that game. Crystal Palace going ahead in that game and by all accounts giving Liverpool a very, very tough challenge, and there was a bit of a refereeing controversy with a red card to Jordan Ayew, second yellow. It was like a bit harsh, and of course Liverpool turned it around. And then, I mean, should we just start with this? I mean, did you follow the action at all on this game? Did you watch any of it, or
I listened to it on the TalkSport.
Yeah,
and it sounded like basically Liverpool just didn't turn up. They just. And then all of a sudden, all you hear
Van Dijk, it wasn't very convincing, mate.
I wouldn't know. I didn't watch it. I can only listen in. And all of a sudden, all I hear is, what's going on? What's going on? The referees just decided to go to VAR.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's a penalty. But before that, there was an incident involving God knows who, and they the referee, they counted. He looked at it 26 times. This particular incident, I can't remember what it was now, to say, oh, actually, I'm not going to allow that decision to go ahead. What was it? A foul by Will Hughes, I think it was.
That was it.
The first penalty.
It was a foul by Will Hughes.
Yes.
On Endo.
That's it.
And it was a foul, but it took so long. It was almost embarrassing watching it, because it was like he was watching it over and over, and the crowd, you could tell the crowd were getting uneasy. But yeah, that game was just again littered with. They obviously don't want to get decisions wrong, and I completely get that. But it was like the longer you are watching it, the more unsure you make it. Like, the more unsure it looks, like you're not sure of your decision because you're having to take so long. Whereas, like, for me, if I see a referee go up to the monitor and watch it 2 or 3 times and then, right, I've seen enough, blow the whistle, given the whatever decision. But when you're stood there and you're literally watching it over and over again, you're thinking, is he trying to convince himself to give this or disallow? You know, what's he trying to do here? And it's just like, oh, come on, get on with the game. And the crowd wants to get on the game, and the players want to get on with the game. It becomes a bit of a joke. But
do you think then the second decision with the next penalty, and the reason why he gave it so quickly, even though apparently it was more controversy than the original one, do you think he just thought, I got that first one wrong, actually, I've messed up there, better give this one? Does that go through the referee's mind?
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, referees, and I've been in a situation myself as a lower, obviously, as a lower level, lowest levels you can get, where you've made a mistake and you know you've made a mistake. Like, I've had it lots of times where, you know, you're not sure about something, or you've given something, and then you've realised afterwards that it's an error, but you can't do anything about it once you've done, like, once the decision's been made, you can't do anything about it. And I do, and as much as I want to say that no referee would try and even it out, psychologically in your head, I think it does play on decisions. Like, you know, I think it's psychologically you do go a bit more lenient on the other team, like the aggrieved team afterwards. I think that's like, just, I think psychologically that's what happens if you have made an error. I think that's what happens to a lot of referees. So, but I can't speak on his behalf, of course. Just being honest. Good to see the boys back together, says Daddy Paul in the super chat. Thank you.
Where have you been, Daddy Paul? I haven't seen you on the
Daddy
live
Paul,
stream.
he's found his account. He's found, finally remembered the password to his account.
Or the usual line of, doing well at fantasy football, are you? But yeah, I have to say, Liverpool, I mean, this is a sign of champions when you're still winning a game despite playing appallingly. I mean, there was 2 goals today which were given assists, which, to be honest, I hate these types of assists. So the Burnley goal for Odebert, Rodriguez was credited with the assist, but Odebert took it past about 4 players and then took a wonder strike to score. And I'm thinking, does Rodriguez deserve the assist? No.
You're talking about Salah's assist to Elliott now?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a million minutes after the pass. The pass came in and he did jink past a couple of defenders, but it was only like about 3 or 4 seconds after he'd passed the ball. It wasn't like, but again, it happens all the time, doesn't it? When assists get given to players, and like the other day when, you know, Haaland got assist, and I was like, well, that's not a bloody assist in the end of the world, but, you know, it is what it is. It's FPL assists are just there to appease casual players, unfortunately. And make thank you again, Daddy Paul. But FPL assists are there just get the points in on the game, right? Let's be honest. It's just to keep the points flowing on the game. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So your team Burnley drawing against Brighton.
Well, James Trafford drew against Brighton. It had nothing to do with Burnley. Our goalkeeper, by all accounts, he made 10 saves according to FPL.
That being said, Burnley are doing what they need to do to keep. Well, they did lose against Wolves, didn't they? But they won. Remember, I said that Sheffield United game was a must-win game for them at the beginning of December. They beat Sheffield United convincingly. They've just picked up a point away at Brighton. They lost against Wolves away. I mean, they're not. I mean,
I'm just looking at the stats here. There's 71 possession in Brighton's favour. 29 shots.
They are going down. They're still going down.
29 shots, 11 on target. They destroyed us. It's just a miracle that James Trafford pulled off the amount of saves that he did. And we got, a wonder strike from this Odebert, and that's pretty much it. It's like Tom said on Juice this morning, Burnley Company's just going to set up like he always does. He doesn't care about defending or anything. He's going to stick to the game plan, which is fair enough. And I thought we were going to get torn apart today, but thankfully, by all accounts, Ferguson wasn't on his A game today. And, Trafford was not just on his A game, he was on his A-star game today. And, I'm looking even at it here. There were 3 players that didn't take any shots on goal. One of them was the goalkeeper. That's how much of an effort that Brighton put in.
And carry on, sorry.
Well, no, I was just going to say Ferguson, who was Alex Volo's captain, had 2 shots, whereas Matoma, who came on as a substitute, and even Hinshelwood, they had 9 shots between the pair of them coming on as substitutes. It's a great point. We've completely stolen a point from Brighton, a team that should be beating us 3 or 4-0. I mean, I predicted 3-0. And this result now, we're on 7 points, I think it is. We're on now. It is 8 points. 2 points behind Everton, who have had some resurgence all of a sudden. We're 6 points behind Nottingham Forest. They're slowly being dragged into it, but because of the poor results from Luton, Burnley, and Sheffield United, unfortunately, those 3 teams, they're going down, Jace. We're all going down very, very slowly.
Sinking down and down and down. I'm just looking at the people who have vice captained other people than Salah in the Torbay Elite League and other leagues at the moment. It's
everybody.
Few and far between. I've seen someone captain Hwang, which was crazy. That was Dale Bellamy. Dale Bellamy captain Hwang and vice captain Haaland. Yeah. I just why. We Sohail captained Son, who's got.
Well, he doesn't play the game.
He doesn't play the game.
He doesn't even play the game. His team stayed the same for the whole year.
Well, it makes me sad that I'm only 21 points ahead of him. Wow. So a ghost team, great, perfect, amazing, awesome.
Well, they had someone on Juice today who his friend had not touched his team all season, and he's 650th in the world.
That's just ridiculous. Dan Bull captain Haaland, and vice captain who?
Salah. I know, I've already checked. I've already looked.
Yeah, the majority of people have, to be honest. Simon Bellamy's captain Haaland, vice captain Saka, like yourself.
Saka? Did he really?
Yeah.
He'll be writing in the Discord tomorrow morning. This game week is over.
Quickly look at the YouTube chat league. YouTube chat league is
the only way I can make up anything is by what do you call it? if Sterling turns up with a double-digit haul, it ain't happening.
I'm looking at the YouTube chat league, and every one of the tops vice captain Salah, apart from David Foster, who's foregone conclusion in 7th place. He's captain Haaland, vice captain Isaac. So,
nice words from Magulu here. Happy to find this channel. Thanks for the real talk. Wasn't Trafford League 2 a season here? Bolton. He was at Bolton in League 1. And yeah, by all accounts, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you are hitting the like button, and make sure if you are brand new around here, enjoy the work that I do, unless your name's Mike. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Now we know who's hitting the unsubscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
I'm like, someone else asked how we've done in the cup.
I don't care. Nuke grams. I literally do not give a shit. I only care about the Super Cup.
The cup started, Steve-O, and
yeah,
you'll be.
It's the first season where I'm actually up against an actual player.
Right, so I'm up against Josh Payton, who's done a triple captain, and you never guess who's triple captain.
Haaland.
Never guess who his vice captain is.
Salah.
I'm out of the cup game. I'm at the first week. You would not fucking believe it.
What rank are they? Just to
This is a fucking joke. This is. Look at this. Let me just bring it up now. This is a joke. What a shower of shit this is. He's triple captained Haaland against Luton. Why would you do that? And he's got vice captain Salah.
You say why would you do it? I mean, it's not.
Why would you just hit the triple captain?
Well, people do it every bloody week.
Where is this guy in the overall rankings? He's 261,000th.
Well, there we are then.
He's lucky as fuck, man. He's got Thiago Silva in his team, for God's sake. Darwin Núñez, Martinelli. Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He's got Chukwuemeka. This can't be a serious team. Is he making transfers?
Mate.
He's 200.
Look at.
He's still playing because he's triple captained. Yeah. What, Steve-O? What?
Well, you say about this. This can't be a real player. Look at Dale's team. Look at his team, for fuck's sake. Like, look at the players he's got in there.
Why? Oh, because is he just a troll?
No. It's not a troll. It's just the fact that. Well.
There's only one place behind me on.
Okay,
Pickford in goal. Pickford. Digne. Cash. Alexander-Arnold. Yes. Saka. Yes. Hee-Chan. Yes. Son. Yes. Palmer. Yes.
Hee-Chan captain.
Yeah, I wouldn't captain Hee-Chan, but Hwang. Alvarez, Watkins, Hart. Yeah, I mean it's not that bad. Gusto though doesn't need to be on there. Well, Price. No. Not the prettiest of teams I've seen.
He's having too many sexual relations, Jason.
What?
He's too busy with other people.
Oh, right, okay. He's not paying attention.
Well, I think that something may have happened because all of a sudden he's messaging me again, so...
Oh, dear.
Oh, Dale, mate.
Oh, dear. The honeymoon period's worn off, it would seem.
Did she want to move in the end, did she, Dale?
Oh, dear. Man United losing to Bournemouth 3-0 was dog shit. Goals from Billing, Senesi, Senesi, and Solanke. Solanke only getting one attack in return in that 3-goal.
Did you see the goal, just of interest? Have you seen it?
I've seen the goals, yeah, the goals. The goals are just...
So cheeky.
Yeah. I mean, we're shit in the air as well. Can't do anything about it.
Well, here's a question. I always ask this. So with the Brighton Burnley game, you look at it and you go, how did Brighton not win that? And it just turns out that we had a goalkeeper having the game of his life against a team that didn't take the chances. But credit to James Trafford. In this Man United game, is it just a case of Man United were that bad that Bournemouth just took advantage?
Man United were like they've always been, as of recent memory, just that they're predictable. They are lacking in ideas when they go up front. Inconsistent is the word that's been bandied around, but they played very similar to the way they played against Chelsea in the sense that they opened up their midfield, so they didn't have much of a midfield. So it's really it's really amateur when you watch United play. And listen in, guys, because you may agree with me. When you watch United play, you watch the way that Man United play, the actual build up. Well, they leave massive gaps in midfield. So if you're the opposition manager, you just go, right, guys, we just need to stay composed, stay compact. We will get space in the midfield. We will drive right through their midfield. And all of a sudden, we're in front of the centre-backs. We're in front of Luke Shaw. We're in front of Maguire. Maguire's always going to have a mistake in him. We know if you put him under pressure, if you put Maguire under pressure, he's going to make an error. He's going to be slow. I can't. The third goal was ridiculous. It was embarrassing. They should have scored more, to be honest. The fourth goal makes no difference if it's disallowed or not, to be honest. But Bournemouth were good, but Bournemouth obviously had a plan. Bournemouth had a plan, and their plan was to exploit United's midfield. You watch that game on highlights. You watch that game back again. Just watch the way they take advantage of the uncoordinated midfield that United have. It's ridiculous. Amrabat is running around like a headless chicken. I'm not putting the blame on him, but Fernandes is again he's catching. He's trying to be all over the place, but by being all over the place, you're putting yourself out of position. McTominay's trying to be a cam now. He's trying to be a centre attacking midfielder. He's hanging around the opposition penalty area now because he's got a few goals and maybe that's his best position. So what you've just basically got is you've got Amrabat kind of floating around the middle of the park. You got Bruno that's trying to run around every blade of grass on the park, and by doing that, you're just basically leaving massive holes open. And then what are you doing as a result? You're exposing the back line, and you're exposing Maguire and Shaw. And if you put the pressure on them, certainly Maguire, he doesn't like it. And Onana, he doesn't feel you confident. Like, the reason we bought Onana was because we wanted a ball playing goalkeeper, right? We wanted to move away from De Gea and have better distribution. And I don't see where that is right now. Certainly wouldn't feel me full of confidence if I was a centre back, but that's just, I mean, I'm not Ten Hag. I don't know I don't know what's going on. But from a fan point of view, I just want to see it. Like, I want to see a solid defense. Sorry, a solid defensive midfield. I think we need to build around, a strong defensive midfield, so we can control the midfield better than what we have been doing, and especially against teams like, if you're playing, it doesn't matter who you're playing against. In the Premier League or in the Champions League, as soon as they watch United back, they're going to be like, we know what to do. We know what to do. They're leaving massive gaps here and there, and you need to just be ready to turn of possession. You can take advantage of that, and it's just like, it just doesn't seem to be, just doesn't. And the only reason we beat Chelsea so convincingly is because Chelsea have got the same problem, mate. They've got the same problem. They are disorganized. They're not coordinated, and they leave massive gaps in their midfield as well. So you've got two teams leaving massive gaps in their midfield, and midfield is so important, and that's why United and Chelsea was end to end. It was like a basketball game watching United Chelsea because there was nothing slowing down the game in the middle. It was like it was great for the neutral. It was great. It was like, oh, this is high energy, and wow, the United players are running a lot. Well, yeah, because they've got no one stopping them, breaking the play down. It's like ridiculous. So Bournemouth, absolutely 10 out of 10 performance from Bournemouth. Brilliant. And United, dog shit. Fucking useless. Absolutely fucking useless. Pardon my language, but it's true. Moving on, Sheffield United beating Brentford 1-0. Yeah, didn't see that one.
I did.
What did you predict it, did you?
Yeah, 1-0, yeah.
Did you get it right on the Super Brew?
Yes.
Wow. Get you smart little bugger, you.
Well, it's one of the few. Well, apparently Fire Talk's now top of the. Completely forgotten. He's now top of the Super Brew League.
Who is?
Fire Talk.
What?
So, I'm assuming Fire Talk got Aston Villa for definite right.
Oh my god!
Probably
I just looked at
Wolves
my
and
results.
maybe
My
Sheffield
results
United.
are shocking. Absolutely shocking. What the? I'm going to bring it up now.
Because he definitely would have predicted Liverpool to win, probably 2-1, to be fair. He definitely would have not said Brighton.
He is top. He is top.
Yeah. He wouldn't have predicted a 1.
But only just very close. Three of them on 157, but Firetalk's got 157.5.
Yeah, I think I'm 2 points behind him.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. I got a shocking. I got bloody hell. I've only had two results, one close and one exact. I got the Liverpool exact, and the Arsenal close. But the I had Aston Villa beating Arsenal. Looking at this now, yeah, Brighton, Burnley, got that wrong. Yeah, didn't see a draw there. Man United, Bournemouth, didn't see them smashing us, but it's Man United. Sheffield United versus Brentford. Yeah, did not see Sheffield United winning, but you did. Congratulations.
Well,
yeah, I'm not very good at predictions, am I?
Only because it was Chris Wilder's first proper game in charge, and Brentford have just lost Mbumo, or Mbumo, as I found out it was pronounced today, Mbumo. And I just thought, well, they don't score many goals, and Brentford don't concede many goals, so I just thought I'm just going to punt it on 1-0.
Right. Dally Paul's asking why was his comment deleted?
What comment? I'm not even looking at chat.
I don't have a clue what comment you're talking about. I don't delete comments. You have to ask. Yeah.
No, we don't know Dally Paul unless it was a moderator. We don't know. But yeah, Sheffield United winning 1-0. I think it was just their their one showing, because then next week it will be back to reality, because their fixture list is as follows once it decides to load up. Yeah, they're away at Chelsea next. It only gets harder and harder for Sheffield United. It then goes to Aston Villa, and then Luton, and then Man City. They've got their win. They've done what Burnley did. They got a win. And now it's just going to be back to reality. Even though, ironically, against Chelsea, they're not going to get battered, but Aston Villa will put a few past them. Probably end up being a draw against Luton, and then they'll get battered by Man City.
You see Man City turning it around second half of the season, just dominating towards the end? It's going
to be down to Kevin De Bruyne when he comes back.
Is that much back of an influence, is he?
I think with hindsight, but it is with hindsight. I wish now I'd just had Haaland only and never had Alvarez in my team. I just wish I'd just had Watkins.
Well, you might outscore Watkins this week. You just never know, especially if Haaland not playing and he's playing up front. You never know. Moving on, Wolves drawing against Nottingham Forest. Cunha coming through with a goal. Yes.
And he's getting 3 bonus as well.
Absolutely.
Do you know Trent's getting a bonus point?
1 or 2?
1. I've already worked out that you're going to be up by roughly 4 points. Then that's including Alvarez just starting. So you're going to be up by 4 points. But if Alvarez, let's just say for argument's sake,
he's getting 2 bonus points.
Oh, is it 2? Is it?
Yeah.
So if Alvarez gets a goal, say tomorrow, I think I've worked out that you're going to be down by about 1 or 2 points. That's it. So will you be happy with that? As it stands right now, you're going to be up by 3 or 4 points. I think it is.
If I'm down by a couple of points, then it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I mean, if Alvarez goes off tomorrow, then it's obviously going to be hurtful. But
are you happy with the transfers that you did? Do you want to remind the audience what the transfers were?
Yeah, sure. So my transfers were hang on,
Men in Black saying last week's Sheffield United
Alvarez Acuna.
Let me just read this comment now. Sheffield United are shit. This week he selects a Sheffield United 1-0. Sheffield United are shit. But like I just explained, when you take the circumstances into account of Brentford and the fact that Chris Wilder, whatever his bloody name is, just taken over and he's had a full week, it was inevitable that Sheffield United were probably going to win with all the information that we had. Hence why I just went 1-0. You know, it's not me contradicting anything that I said. Sheffield United is still shit, but they got their 1 win of the season. Sorry, Jake, you were saying.
Yeah, so Cunha in for got Alvarez, who's playing tomorrow, and Garnacho in for Mbeumo, who obviously was injured. Garnacho didn't get me anything, unfortunately. And Trent Alexander-Arnold for Mitchell, which was a big upgrade, but again, unfortunately, didn't get me anything. So,
were you just doing this just to get Trent in?
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, and then finally, we talked about the Villa Arsenal game. Good win for Villa, mate. Amazing. Great time to be a Villa fan. I'll repeat myself what I said the other week, last week. So that's that. And tomorrow we got more games. Most of your team's playing tomorrow.
Yeah, I've seen that you've got 3 players left.
You got 6.
Yeah, but you've got Son, Dubravka, and Haaland. Who's your sub? You've got Palmer, haven't you? So it's looking like Palmer's coming on for Haaland for you.
Yeah.
It's looking like that. And so you've got Palmer, Son, Dubravka, and who's the other one?
I've got Palmer, Son, Dubravka. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Haaland's not playing. So it'll be Palmer. So it'll be Palmer in for Haaland, and I've got Son and Dubravka.
Whereas I've got Leno, Trippier.
Yep.
Well, Son, Gordon, Sterling.
Oh yeah,
Alvarez and good old Semenyo that gets nothing, and he only played 57 minutes today. Couldn't even get 2 fucking points.
Good old Semenyo. Yeah, I'll be lucky to stay above you after this week, I think.
I know, because remember, you got 13 points now for Salah. Remember that?
Yeah, okay.
You've got the additional 13 points on. So you got 13 points on top of my... That's why I said about Sterling. If Sterling goes off tomorrow...
So as it stands at the moment, I am 8 points.
A couple of points ahead of me.
8 points ahead of you.
You're 8 points ahead of me. Okay.
I'm 8 points ahead of you when you've got 4 more players to play than me. Well, one of them's got 1 point.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I think we'll be close. I think it'll be close.
Well, based on
depending on what Sterling does.
based on my predictions, I'm expecting Everton Chelsea to be a
Oh,
very
I think
tight
I
game.
know. I think I know what might be happening.
What's that?
Hang on. I think I know what might be happening. Keep talking.
Yeah. Where were we? Yeah, with Everton versus Chelsea, I'm expecting it to be a tight game. Chelsea are actually better away from home than they are at home. I just think that it's got 1-0 either way written over it. I've predicted 2-1 to Chelsea, but 1-0 either way wouldn't surprise me. Fulham versus West Ham. I mean, again, I've got it as 2-1 to West Ham. I do expect them with the better quality to just outdo Fulham. And Luton Man City's got 3 or 4-0 written all over it. And then with Spurs Newcastle, I think I went 2-1 Spurs. But if Son is out, I think Newcastle win. If Son is out, because Richarlison just isn't good enough up top. So I think that Newcastle could potentially nick something there. But if they play like they did against Everton, where it's just like Rorke's drift, just holding off for as long as they can, and just releasing Gordon, Joe Linton, and bloody Isaac. I think it's going to be a very long afternoon for Newcastle, trying to hold out for like a 0-0 or a 1-0 win. However, if Son plays, I said it all along, I think Son was a very good captaincy option. This is before his injury. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting day tomorrow. Very interesting.
Yeah, I think I've solved the issue now of the.
I love the fact that hold on a minute. I love the fact that Matty's saying, "Come on, lads, it's game week 16. We get another 20 more game weeks." Hold on a minute. Aren't you the same Matty that's banging on about being top 500 in Sky? It's game week 16. You could end up 500,000th. It's the same argument. Stop speaking shit.
Right, can I just address as well that Daddy Paul's had a few messages deleted.
Right.
Let me know if it happens again, and it's got absolutely nothing to do with myself or Steve. We are not deleting any messages. I couldn't give a shit what anyone has to say in the chat. Mike. Unless you're being fucking homophobic or racist in the chat, I don't give a shit what you say about me or Steve-O. But obviously there was an issue with I believe that a rogue moderator that's had access to the moderator permissions on YouTube, who's recently been demodded in the Discord, has basically been deleting comments. So let me know if it happens again. Don't call us out. But I will call out the rogue moderator if he does anything like that again. He's no longer a moderator. Right. And grow up, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Right, moving on, Steve-O. Comments. Well, we've been watching different games. We think Gomez has been rubbish. No, Gomez was good. I thought he was good. Feels like, I think Trippier. I think Trippier is going to come good again. I think it's just a bad patch at the moment. Trent is, for me, going to hold for the rest of the season. Bowen feasting tomorrow, animation says. Good luck to you, man.
I don't think he's feasting tomorrow.
I don't think he's going to feast tomorrow, but then...
By all accounts, West Ham were very, very, very lucky against Tottenham the other day. They just fell into West Ham's palms. I'm only going on what I've heard. But the game against Fulham, the history is suggesting a very low-scoring, boring game. I think it's not going to be that particularly... the last fight... in fact, this is the history between these two. 1-0 West Ham, 1-1. 3-1 West Ham, 0-0. 1-0 West Ham, 1-0 West Ham.
And Danny Paul, if you want to come on and chat with me and Steve, we're not taking callers tonight, but if you feel that you can't get your point across and you want to give me a point or Steve a point of view, come on the Discord and we'll get you on air now. Chat about what you want to give us some feedback or give us some advice or give us some nugget of information that you think's not been allowed in the text. Then just come and jump on and talk to us. Alvarez and Darwin sold. Watkins and Solanke in, says Andrew Ferguson. Yeah, I mean, how many chances are you going to give Nunes? I mean, not as many as Klopp, surely not.
Well, Calvin making a point about Haaland being rested, and I think it may be maybe an unofficial punishment for his outburst last week. Possibly.
Fair dues.
Possibly. I mean, I'm probably speaking absolute nonsense, but I think there is a possibility that it is due to the fact that Pep Guardiola didn't like the unprofessionalism of Haaland going absolutely apoplectic. Cheers, Nuke. I mean, we're going off in a minute anyway, so...
Yeah, we'll just to remind everyone that we will be back tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock to take calls and do the Sunday surgery. Today was mainly just reacting to the news about this potential Haaland not being involved in the squad tomorrow, which would lead to many points coming through from the vice captains of Salah. Let's see if it happens. If it happens, then we've got no control over it now. It's completely a fluke. It's completely jammy points for a lot of people. It's FPL. It's lucky.
I will laugh my head off if Haaland does travel and he's benched.
Yeah, and he comes on. He comes on for one point. You know what?
That will make
you're entitled to make a stream just about that and just make it just eat McDonald's and sit there looking at the camera laughing and eat McDonald's. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I'm at the FPL Juice 5-a-side tournament tomorrow, so
brilliant.
I won't be watching any of the football apart from a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah.
Playing. I should be back for Sunday surgery. I should be back for that, but the Premier League football, not a chance. I'll be able to watch any of it. So it's going to be interesting to hear from your point of view if you're going to be watching any of the games, like especially Tottenham versus Newcastle. It's a game that I'm a bit gutted I can't watch, to be honest with you. And
yeah. I'll certainly try and I'm at my sister's for Sunday dinner again because she makes such an amazing Sunday dinner. She offered me to go around, so I was like, okay. I'm never going to say no. But
they're live streaming it, Andrew.
But what I would say is that a big announcement as well for December is, of course, the Super Cup. So Firetog. Again, we are the mastermind behind the spreadsheets, behind the Super Cup. We will be doing a draw for it. Get involved is all I'm going to say. Fuck the standard FPL Cup off because that's all a game of fucking that's all bullshit anyway. People triple captain and all that shit on there, like what happened to me. But yeah, get yourself in the Discord if you're not in the Discord already, or if you are in the Discord, get yourself in there and go down to the Super Cup chat. And on there, you can find the sign-up form. The sign-up form is a Google form. You just sign up there for the Super Cup. You'll be put into the draw, and it's just purely going to be the Elite FPL community up against each other. It's going to be like a Champions League, Super Cup, knockout. It's all a bit of fun. It's a great bit of banter, and it's a great way of kind of just socialising with other managers in the Discord. And also, we will be following the events of the Super Cup on the channel, much like we do follow the events of the mini leagues on the channel. So tomorrow night, what I think we'll do tomorrow night, just glossing over now, just going to do some notable mentions. So we've got Gary Horwood, top of the mod league. So well done to you, Harbour Boy. Blonde, second place. Very, very good still. Very, very good going. Members League, shout out to Tyler Massawi, top of the Members League. T for the Tillmans. I'm just, again, they've captain Haaland, got vice captain Salah. So, same position as many. And you've got Matty T, second place. For the Rivals League, we've got a shout out to Ramanathan. Ramanathan, who's top of that, was Salah captain. Bloody hell. 983 points. Where is he now, Ramanathan? 5,900 in the world, Ramanathan, right now. Shout out to you. Well done, mate. Daniel Trubarak, who's dropped down to second place. He's 11,000. Danny boy, in the Rivals League and the Members League, we've got a shout out to, we've talked about Matty T. We've talked about Tyler, who's doing well. We've got Hold My Beer. Harry Dawson's moved up to 4th place. And Zvonko Kukavachia has moved up to Peter Pange moved up to 3rd. So congratulations to those people. Doing very good. 948, 950 points. Very much in the top 100k, well within the top 100k, top 60k, 70k. But yeah, all these mini league people are doing amazing. So I've got no chance of catching them up. My best chance is the Tour Elite. Where's that? So I'm 29 points off the mark of the Tour Elite. So yeah, we're both in a similar position. So it's all to play for in that league. Right, guys, I think we're going to leave it there. We'll be back tomorrow night. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, support the stream. We will be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Join us for the Sunday surgery. Get yourself on the Discord. Join the Super Cup. Join the Super Cup. It's really fun. We'll be doing a live draw and everything on air. So take care. I'll see you tomorrow night. Steve-O, all the best.
See you later, guys. Guys.